Aha! We undid all of the data loss, kind of. Me and Pablo are just hanging out here. So let's run through everything that changed. First off, I don't have any pink, so gonna have to do that later. But yeah, so this time around, I did things my way. So Daniel previously had an elevator going up straight through the middle, which I thought was intrusive and honestly didn't quite like. Um, Pablo's continuing with something I not. Alright, I'm gonna deal with that in a second. I did debate whether or not we should live stream this part or not, but I decided I should finally make a video on my channel, something a little bit easier to digest for you guys. So, not everybody likes my streams, I know this. So, what we've done is I've fixed the duper again. To those of you who don't know, we built all of this and then lost some data. So this was all still here, but the duper was still broken. I just had to fill in all the item filters. 224 item filters. That was fun. And so now all the items come down here. Got a nice little window to see them coming in. We actually use some water, which is why this is broken, to move it to the left, because all of the items come right up into the item stream. Some stairs make it so that the items don't clash, because they are aligned on the half and half of this block. And then 3 dragon eggs just keep everything in line. Me and Pablo have been watching this for about 20 or so minutes now, and not a single item has gotten stuck, so I will count that as a victory. And they're all just being filtered over here. So, that's pretty cool. These items are pretty arbitrary. The colors are just, I was just thinking around, so not a big deal. The plan for this episode is to decorate the front of this thing. So, it's pretty well agreed that this is kind of a nice site. You want to watch these things exploding. So what Pablo's doing is expanding on an idea I had to have the staircase leading up to this platform. And I think this will give us a nice wide space to make another staircase, kind of a tunnel. You know, maybe bring it up a block to avoid the wiring and then bring it up, 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 up. And then I'm not sure how I'm going to link it to this room, but I'll probably just have it come up into a twist and then bring it straight up. But you can see that these are kind of in the same spot. So I'll figure that one out, and that's kind of why I'm making a video on this, because I'm going to need to have a lot of off-camera thought process time for me and Pablo to kind of work out what we want to do exactly and make it look pretty good. But hopefully by the end of this, I don't know how much I can get done this episode, but hopefully we'll have a finished entrance where we'll have walls on every side. You won't be able to see all the wiring and everything. An official spot for the on-off switch, not just here. And then maybe we'll even have this back end leading up and up and up to the return portal.
Can fix it for you right now.
No, don't break the magic water. No.
Oh, it didn't even break.
You broke
Oh, now it did. Okay, now. Just break that glass block. You place this water. Then you place that there. Then you can... Ready?
And just like that, we have magic water. There are people walking around me, and I don't like that. A little bit of a progress report. So, it is quite a few hours later. I have since watched The Walking Dead, watched a tennis match, watched my sister do presentations about leafcutter ants, and that was pretty much it. So, this is what we got. Not too much. I was focusing a lot on just a template on where the staircases are going to be, just so that I can kind of lay it out and then build the walls around them, and I didn't get very far in the time that I had allotted. I really wanted to kind of plan this out, and that took longer than I thought, so I had to redirect some wiring back here because I do plan to push this staircase back a few blocks, because up here it's going to make it really hard to merge this wall. I am now looking at this like I could make it one big open room, so it's kind of nice that I went and got some air actually, so now I can look at this from a different light. But I'm thinking if you spawn in, you'll have some kind of spectator box so you can look down and see everything going on below before you either choose to go up back to the beginning or something, or come down here and AFK at the farm itself. So you can just do that, and I'm sure I'll put a lever somewhere easy to hit, and then you can just kind of watch it here or access the storage room itself. You do you. I want this to be accessible from all locations, but that's kind of the progress for now. Hey, Chaser gave me a stack of diamonds. So last night I kind of just, well, I didn't give up on this, but I took a break. I'd been up for enough hours, and I figured I should go to bed. So I just kind of left it to Chaser and Sig, and this is what they come up with. They're not exactly builders for Minerva, so you can't give them too much expectations, but they really continued the theme here. I like the end stone bricks. This really blends it in with the island pretty well. It gives you a nice... This shows you where the edge of the wall really is. If I can break this without smashing it, that's kind of where it is. And chisel goes back. And this is what they came up with. I'm probably going to spend the rest of this episode cleaning this up a little bit. No offense to these guys, but yeah, we did talk about how they should incorporate purpur with the build because, you know, that's kind of what the hangar did, but they didn't seem to do that much. So, this is a good start. It'll definitely give me something to work with. As, you know, someone who likes to decorate stuff occasionally. Whenever I do decorate stuff, I mean, I really am a lot better at modifying what's already there rather than starting from scratch. And we talked about how the hangar was a lot easier because the walls were just chests and then partitions. And the ceiling was pretty straightforward because I had a good idea of what I wanted it to look like, and then the lighting fixture in the middle kind of simplified that from there. But the walls out here are a lot more loose. It's a lot more off the cuff because we didn't really plan this out. And I think this needs a little bit of touching up. So yeah, I'm going to see what I can do. So we brought Fibro and Sir on, and Fibro, I can't believe we didn't bring him on earlier, actually is, yeah, part of the reason he was whitelisted is because he's really good at aesthetic design, which I didn't really think about until now. And he's kind of suggested that we bring the initial floor down a block, and or a couple blocks even, and I think pistons are going to be the easiest way to do this. I've made a snap decision. I think it would be really fun. Yeah, it'd be definitely fun for us to stream this. And seeing as I was doing progress reports anyway, I think it'd be really nice to just stream us doing this, because I think Fibro has a lot of good ideas that we are going to easily be able to work with and just kind of finish this whole area. And a lot of this just really doesn't have place in a video, you guys. I mean, it's hard for me to show like the idea that everything that we're going through this creative process within like a 15-minute video. So if you guys want to watch the stream that we're about to do, then I'll link in the description below. Otherwise, I will keep you guys up to date. Holy crap, was that a successful stream. If you watch the stream, then you'll know that that's exactly where I ended it just kind of a few minutes ago. So yeah, there's a lot to explain. Let me kind of talk about what's going on here. So we finished the staircase, kind of. We got a lot further, and I think it looks really good. So this is what it looks like now. Fibro's suggestion to move it down looks really, really nice. I liked ringing it with sea lanterns. I think this looks fantastic. When this is running, it looks really good. You can see the items splat into the ground and then go into the dupers and all that. We couldn't decide between chests or chests, so we just agreed to do both. I might make this a poll in the video if you guys are curious. Should we do chests on the left or chests on the right? I like them to be different because these are supposed to be work chests, and I want you to be able to put your items in there and just kind of keep stuff stored here, and then the other guys liked it like this because it matches. So, I don't know. Also, these are fake double chests. These are not real. And one of these is supposed to trigger a piston door, which I'm indifferent on. And yeah, and otherwise the ceiling looks pretty nice. I think they did a fairly good job. This is still being worked on. We didn't touch this at all other than I changed it to purpur. And we did want this to be a big open room, but we haven't quite got that done yet. So, Beast, you streamed for 4 hours. What did you guys do? Well, that's kind of the other thing I was sort of hinting at. Midway through, we sort of decided that we wanted to be able to store concrete powder. Sorry, guys. You stream for 4 hours. Gets a little static in the brain. So, we decided to build the entire storage room again. This is by no means done. We've actually got most of the ceiling and walls in place. I think it looks really good, but if I pop out on top here, you'll be able to see that most of the wiring is not in place. So we still need to get this done. And the shulker box loading for this system might be shared with the other one. Haven't really decided that yet. It'd be pretty easy to link them up and just store them both in one big container. But the item streams will be completely different because concrete powder is obviously different than concrete. And that's sort of the other subtle difference. You can see that it's actually sort of mirrored. You can see, you know, it's mirrored like that. And the powder is a little bit different. And we all agree that this looks really, really nice. So I'm super happy. I think this looks really great. But yeah, I think we're just going to keep working on this room probably, and then the staircase, and I'll keep you guys informed. Alright, so it is probably the next day. Yeah, it is the next day. We've been working on this probably for 3 or 4 days now. This episode has taken way longer than I wanted it to. The hallways are pretty much not great still, but that's because we focused a lot more on the second hallway. It's pretty good. We took about a day or two break. My video schedule has been a little shaky, but now that my grandma's finally moved out, I should probably be able to record more than I was able to previously and stream as well, so my schedule's gonna be a lot more opened up, and progress on this is doing pretty good. So I actually went F1 here. Daniel and Matt, and who else was helping me? Mostly Daniel and Matt, and there was one, I can't remember who's helping. Anyway, Eric is working on his crayon box, but yeah, things are going well on this, so that's pretty much it. We're just gonna power back to work, and then I should probably be recording the final clip as this thing is done. Alright, you guys, I'm going to admit a little bit of defeat here. I really wanted to get this entire thing completely done and functional, and the staircase finished as well, but that's a little unreasonable, and I really do want to get this video out on the same day that I'm recording it right now, and that's really not going to happen, especially with the other things I want to get to today, if I hold myself to these standards. However, for this video, I think we made some good progress. If I can remember back to like 3 or 4 days ago, I think we rebuilt everything we lost, decorated these hallways quite a bit, and we might just do the rest of that off camera or in a stream, and then proceeded to add an entire other storage room for powder instead of just concrete. So, I mean, while my personal standards are high, I really do think we did quite a lot this episode, and hope you guys enjoyed that. So that's going to be the end of the video. Link to the stream that we did decorating this in the description below, like I mentioned earlier. Link to my PUBG stream playlist because those are pretty cool, and I've been doing a lot of PlayerUnknown Battleground because it's just it's a really cool new game out here. You guys know that I've mentioned I'm kind of a die-hard console fan in the past, but what I really mean is, like, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty on console, so there's kind of been a void in my life for a long time for these shooter games, and PlayerUnknown Battleground has captured my attention, and I've been playing a lot of it. The views aren't, you know, projecting that many people are interested in it, but that's fine. Most of you guys are here for Minecraft, and I understand that, but I'm going to continue playing it because it's really fun, and I kind of got, in my opinion, early access because one of my patrons, Sigrub, you'll see him in the end screen here, got it for me, and I'm really thankful for that, because otherwise I wasn't really going to buy it. That game's $30 in the US, about 37 US dollars in Britain, so it's kind of weird how the prices are, but I've been playing a lot of that, and like I mentioned earlier, my grandma was here, so me not being able to record every time I wanted to, plus splitting half of my personal attention to another game, means that this progress was kind of delayed quite a bit, but I'll try to get more videos out soon here, you guys, and stream a bit more. So that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I cannot believe that I forgot to plug the Patron server. Oh my god, oh, that's a monitor box falling down because my cat pushed it. The Patron server. Obviously, you guys should click the link in the description below if you guys want to become a patron. $5 or more per month will get you on the Minerva Patron server, the survival world, the survival patron server. Link in the description below to a video on all the details about that. And if you pledge $10 or more, you can add a friend to it, or like you can buy it for a friend, or you can join the Anarchy server as well. You'll be whitelisted on both. Opening October 2nd. As I'm saying this, it is September 17th, so you guys have plenty of time to get in as the first wave of new members on that server, and that's kind of it for my plug. If you guys want to do that, go check it out. If not, then here's the outro.